Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for sports. And about 10 minutes away, we'll have tickets for Q101's Twisted Christmas, where you go to Cage the Elephant, the sold-out night. That's night one. And then you play ping pong with Jared the drummer before the show. And Kenzie will be a part of that. So I don't know if she's going to break the wrist of the drummer and then the show might get canceled. That's a lot of the rumors online it's going to happen.
Well, I'm just nervous. I'm going to lose the ping pong ball and be chasing it around. And due to not being able to locate the ping pong ball, that Twisted Christmas is going to be delayed by a few hours.
The ball goes dunk, 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 then down the stairs of the Aragon, then out the door. That'll be unfortunate. Also, something coming up in sports about a band playing Q101's Twisted Christmas. Let's do it.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
But first, let's pour one out. Another Chicago coach goes down. Just 2 weeks after Matt Eberflus fired from the Bears, Chicago Blackhawks fire Luke Richardson after attaining the worst record in the NHL going forward with one of the best players in Connor Bedard, but he's having a bad year. And there you go. So now in the last, I'm trying to think of if it's 2 years, White Sox made a change. Cubs made a manager change. Mm-hmm. I believe the Fire fired their coach, the Sky fired their coach, and the Bears fired their coach. All in the last 2 years, and some of them even more recent than that. The only people that haven't fired their coach is the Bulls, Billy Donovan, who is a good coach, but not a good team right now. So we'll get to them in a second. The Bulls had a good night last night, but so we're replacing every coach in the last 18 months.
Yeah. It's a new season of life, you know? It's the circle of life.
You know, you do get blamed. You make the most money, and no matter what happens on the team, if the players suck and don't play well, you're still the guy in charge. You get blamed. So let's hope 2025 is a new era of all this new management and coaches. Now, some of these guys have already proven not to be so good, the ones that replaced the people that they fired. Boy, what a thing to be a coach of a sports franchise in Chicago right now. And in the last, it's been the Cubs now, 2016 is 8 years ago, approaching 9 years ago. The last time anything was really won. I know this guy won a title too. It's huge. It's embarrassing.
Is this the worst Chicago sports run you've ever seen, Brian?
In my lifetime, without question.
Yeah.
Because I had the 90s Bulls. I had the 2010 Blackhawks. We had a White Sox World Series.
2005 White Sox.
And then we had the Cubs win a World Series. So if you add up all our titles, it's not so bad. But the Bears drought is 40 years. And again, with the White Sox, it feels like a drought.
Saying the Bears drought is 40 years that sounds horrible.
Not good.
Well, even forget titles, just fun teams. You know, the Kirk Heinrich Bulls, the Devin Hester Bears, the Maglio Ordonez White Sox. We used to have fun teams also.
We are not having fun. It is not fun.
It's the line from a movie you haven't seen yet, Case. Remember the Titans?
I've not seen this movie. When
Denzel's yelling at the player, he goes like, "Football's fun, right?" And he yells at him. Finally, then he goes, "Football, zero fun, sir." And that's really what it is. Now, does it mean we're not going to watch? Of course not. And this weekend with the Bears, we'll get on that as well. But just want some fun.
Yeah, I'm going to the Bulls game tonight. I'd love to see some fun.
You're going to the Bulls game?
I'm going to the Bulls game.
It'll be fun.
Hopefully it'll be fun. I will say Bulls games are fun, even when they lose. Because I don't know, the environment they do.
Benny the Bull.
Benny the Bull.
Benny the Bull is just a popcorn thing, dumps popcorn on a guy.
Benny!
5 stars every time.
Halftime jugglers.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, you get a girl out there doing flips on her husband. The husband's like kicking her head. Oh, good stuff.
Flips on her husband.
They have the acrobats. You know what I mean?
I know.
You know what I mean?
I just never heard it described that way.
Or they've been able to do like a dog agility show or a kids slam dunk contest. I've seen that before.
A girl's doing flips on the husband sounded a lot more like a strip club.
Are you sure you're not going to the strip club?
Afterwards.
Oh, okay.
I'm going with the Bulls.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you're invited.
Well, the Bulls did win last night, 139-124 in Chicago, and Ayo Dosunmu got his first career triple-double, 27 points, 10 boards, 11 assists. So hope they can roll that over in tonight. Who are they playing tonight?
Indiana Pacers.
Oh, okay, the Pacers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that where you're going to? Are you an Indiana Pacers fan?
I am.
Oh.
Well, just to be clear, Case grew up in Indiana, in Indianapolis, and listen,
I didn't know you were an Indiana fan.
Sorry.
No, that's where he's from.
I'm surprised you're not a Milwaukee fan.
Why?
I don't know.
I have no ties to Milwaukee.
I feel like that's like more fun.
I don't like Milwaukee. I don't like their team. I don't like their fans. I hate the Bucks.
They try really hard, I feel like.
Well, they do pretty well. They've done well. Also, we'll have maybe a geography question and clash with Kenzie on Indianapolis and Milwaukee.
I just, honestly, if I had to put my money somewhere, I would have thought he was a Milwaukee fan.
Interesting.
I'm not from Milwaukee.
I know, but I don't know.
It seems on brand for him not to root for
Yeah.
moving to Chicago and then not picking up those teams.
Yes, like that kind of thing. Like, no, it's because of the origin of the Bucks. Like,
yeah. Now, to
whatever.
be clear on when we talk in baseball, Case has been a White Sox fan his whole life.
I've been a White Sox fan my entire life, Bears fan, Blackhawks fan.
Yeah.
I have a vested interest in the Indiana Pacers as well as the Bulls.
So listen, moving away from basketball for a second, hockey, we just talked about the Blackhawks coach getting fired. Well, the Smashing Pumpkins will now perform at the Winter Classic announced yesterday. This is the Blues-Blackhawks game, December 31st, Wrigley Field. First time since I think it was 2009 was the other one at Wrigley Field. This is awesome, but I love the press release from the NHL. When you know someone that doesn't know who the Pumpkins are, wrote it.
okay.
Alternative rock juggernauts, the Smashing Pumpkins, who formed as a band in Chicago and have sold more than 30 million albums worldwide, will kickstart the festivities at the Discover NHL Winter Classic with a performance before the game begins. Portions of both performances, which will be produced by NHL Entertainment, will be featured in the game. Now, this upsets me when I hear portions. You know they're going to cut off Cherub Rock when the solo starts. They're going to cut off Cherub Rock. They're going to do it. You'll hear this all like 10 seconds when they're going to commercial.
It's not a concert.
They got to play the band. They got to play the song. Play one song.
The whole song.
The whole song.
You want the whole song?
I want Billy to play Drown unedited with the feedback
The
solo.
10-minute version.
I want yeah.
If you want full songs, what you should do is go to Twisted Christmas next week, Thursday night. The
Clearly.
Smashing Pumpkins will be there.
That's right. That's sold out, but keep listening and being on the streets with us this weekend. Go to Q101.com for those events. There could be some Pumpkins tickets available to you. The Lions, by the way, beat the Packers last night. Did you watch that, Case?
I did. I stayed up and watched the entire thing, actually. Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
And I'm Kenzie, I don't think you watched it. You were out of bars drinking.
I was at bars giving away tickets to listeners.
Did you watch it on your phone driving home on Amazon Prime?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Good.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, why would I even watch it? It was the Lions and who?
The Lions and the Packers, big game.
Why?
Because
We're
they're
not
both-
fans of either. So
Correct.
It affects us.
it sounds like not my business. That's what it sounds like to me.
Top of the Bears division and certainly big playoff implications. The Lions, best team in the NFL. And if the Bears aren't going to win, I want the Lions to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't want the Packers to do anything. And boy, it came down to the wire where it was 4th and inches. And the Lions had the ball moving toward a field goal, but there was a lot of time on the clock. And they go out there, set up, and you think they're just trying to draw them offside so they get a penalty. And there's no way they're going to actually go for the play here on 4th and inches when they're already kind of in field goal range. That's not what happened.
So for the moment, they are leaving the offense out on the field. Ain't this fascinating? If nothing else,
Draw them off?
draw them offside, yeah. They are going. And then Goff falls down, but Montgomery is able to pick up the first down. So Goff falls down as he's making the handoff, and this should seal it. They'll run the clock down, kick the field goal. What a call! So it comes down to this. Bates is no stranger to winning games at the end. Ball game. And what a game.
That was incredible. And that's when you get a coach that has balls, that's what you do. You know what I mean? That's it right there.
A great game.
Yeah. Now, football, Bears, Niners. Niners are a mess. Bears are a mess, but I like my guy. Thomas Brown coaching. It's -4 Niners. I am taking the Bears in this one. You know, this guy's made practice hell. He said he would. He said he's going to make practice hell so the games are easy.
What if they're so sore that they can't do good?
Football's not fun. That's what they say in Remember the Titans. Football's not fun.
They're like, my muscles are tight, man.
I know.
I'm exhausted.
They were having too much fun before, so pick the Bears.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
And that's Nirvana for the people of Glen Ellen this morning checking in, and also because they're checking in for Q101's Twisted Christmas tickets for Cage the Elephant. Sold out night one is Tuesday at the Aragon. So you get tickets to that, plus you get to play ping pong with Jared, the drummer from Cage the Elephant, which every time it gets me doing that. That's an incredible, unique experience. Tell me another radio station that does that for you. Tell
No
me
one.
None.
I can't
Zero.
even believe we got that. I'm like,
pretty cool.
how did we call this guy and go, will you please play ping pong when you get here?
I don't know him that well. I've met him, but I don't know him that well. I did not know ping pong was in his arsenal. That
Yeah.
was, that was coming up.
Unbelievable.
So So call in right now. It's a call, 312-591-8300. You get that if you beat Kenzie in trivia, but we'll give it away no matter what. If Kenzie wins, everybody still has a chance at it. So call now to compete for that. Sponsored by our great friends, Heineken Silver, Byline Bank, Boost Mobile, and White Claw Hard Seltzer. And, of course, from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So call right now, 312-591-8300.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Huge prize and a unique experience, if you will, because not only going to the sold-out show with KG Elephant, Q101 Twisted Christmas launches next Tuesday. That sold out in seconds. When we made this announcement a couple months ago, that was gone. But then you get to play ping pong against the drummer, Jared, before the show.
It's just unbelievable. I can't believe we made that happen. I'm
Great.
excited.
Very good. Sponsored by our great friends Heineken Silver, Byline Bank, Boost Mobile, and White Claw Hard Seltzer helped us put on Q101's Twisted Christmas. So Mike's competing. Checking in. Mike, tell us something about yourself.
Hey, Brian, how you doing? I'm doing all right. It's been a rough morning. Right now I'm getting my wife's car all charged up because the battery died, so I was a good husband and let her take my car just in case if anything happened later today.
Okay, brownie points. Go
Yeah.
off. Love that for you. It's going to be a good weekend. Maybe a bad morning. Going to be a good weekend.
I hope so. I hope so.
Hell yeah. She's going to want to pay you back. Good stuff.
Probably in hugs. Probably in hugs.
Oh, I'm sure. Snuggles.
Which I'm cool with.
I love it.
Good thing because my battery's located on my back.
Okay.
That worked for Mike.
Yeah. Remember when Brian said he got kicked out of Chicago for a little while?
Yeah.
Kind of stuff like that.
All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. I hope you win. But if Mike doesn't win, everybody still has a chance at these tickets and the experience. So, Mike, call heads or tails right now.
Heads.
It's tails. I don't think a listener's won the coin toss all week long.
I'll tell you what, he's not having a good morning. I don't want him to be like, come on, I can't do anything right. Let him start.
Oh, very
Let him just
generous.
go off.
Oh,
How about that, Mike?
heck yeah. I mean, right now I got a record against Kenzie like the Bears does, so I don't know.
Ooh.
All right. Mike, you're going to go first, but you got to win to get the tickets, okay?
You got it.
All right.
Here we go. Mike, question number 1. What was Bill Nye's nickname? Bill Nye.
The science guy?
Yeah, that's it. Good job.
That sucks. I would have loved
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Ding. By the way.
Kenzie, what famous Greek mythology character flew too close to the sun?
Oh, Icarus.
It is Icarus. Good job.
Like an Icarus, you
Yeah.
flew close to the sun. It's in Hamilton.
A great Iron Maiden song, The Flight of Icarus, as well.
Ah.
I'm about to say that's the only way how I know it.
Mike and Brian, you guys should hang out.
I think-
There's
I
a lot
think-
going on.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
There's two of them.
It's 1-1, and it's back to Brian's best friend, Mike.
Mike, my boy, my dude. What animal started the Chicago Fire, the Great Chicago Fire?
I'm just going to take a leap of faith. A dog.
It was not a dog. That's too bad for my boy here. Kenzie?
A cow.
A cow started the Chicago Fire.
Oh,
Allegedly.
Ooh.
Allegedly. This is Mrs. O'Leary's cow. And if you take my brother Steve's boat cruise on the Chicago Architecture, you'll hear, I'm going to tease to go take that boat cruise when it gets warmer out.
Mm-hmm.
They'll tell you the real story of the Great Chicago Fire and what really started it. And
You'll learn all about this cow.
it's a dark, dark turn.
It sounds like the cow has a complicated legacy.
Cow is like OJ. Yes.
Can
Like,
you imagine being that cow and being like, really? You think the whole thing's my fault? The whole thing?
well, most people thought it was.
Like, I'm just a cow, man.
All right, so Kenzie got 2, Mike's got 1.
And it's back to Kenzie.
Okay, Kenzie. Other than the United States or Uganda or Uzbekistan or the United Arab Emirates, name one country that begins with U.
Well, it's
3.
Uruguay.
Wow.
Oh, my
Put him
God.
on the board.
Good Lord.
I wanted to say one of the other ones. I was like, I've already said all those. Thank you.
That's not the one I was expecting you to say either. There's another one out there, a couple other ones that are pretty easier than those. You've said the hard ones this week.
I don't know why it's what's popping into my head.
So 3-1.
And back to Mike.
Mike.
Oh,
Mike, on what day did God say, "Let there be light"?
The fourth day?
Not the fourth day. Oh, boy. Kenzie?
first day. You gotta turn on the
First
lights.
day.
Helps you build things. Gotta see, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, he couldn't see like building the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a hard time.
It got on a rough one there. Oh, you're the man. So it's now 4-1.
And back to Kenzie. She can win and give everybody listening a shot at KG Elephant tickets with a correct answer.
Wow, Kenzie, sports question.
Oh, crap.
What?
What?
What athlete said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take?
Michael Scott. No, I'm kidding. It's Wayne Gretzky.
It was Wayne
Oh,
Gretzky.
gosh. I didn't realize.
Also quoted by Michael Scott.
Oh, I didn't know that was in The Office. Because Kenzie's a big Office fan. I thought you wouldn't get that one. I'm sorry, Mike.
Oh, it's all right. I will say this, a little plug really quick. There's a new fest happening next year in October, and it's Punk in the Corn, so check it out. It's in Davenport, Iowa.
Punk in the Corn?
Yep, Punk in the Corn.
And do
You
you
know, like punk rock in the corn. Get it?
I got it.
It's a bunch of indie bands. It's like nothing. It's just a bunch of different genres, actually, but it's not just punk.
Oh, I like it. That's gonna be fun. In the corn.
Right now, we got some special headliners we're talking to, but can't really say right now. Just in the works. Should have an answer by March.
Are you putting this on? Is this your deal?
Well, so I'm helping book all the bands, but my boy Tim from Iowa is actually the one that started the whole fiasco.
All right.
He's also in the corn. It's from Iowa.
Yeah.
Well, let us know when it gets together, and then we'll give you more promotion on it, okay?
Sweet. Sounds good. I hope you guys have a great day.
Oh, you
You
too,
too.
Mike. Thanks for playing, Mike. We appreciate you. Unfortunately, didn't win. But, Mike, you can call back in a second. How about 2 minutes and 32 seconds? We will give away those tickets to Cage the Elephant, Night 1, sold out at the Aragon for Q101's Twisted Christmas. And you'll get to play ping pong with Jared, the drummer from Cage the Elephant. 2 minutes and 32 seconds is your chance to win.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.